Morning, America! How we doing today? We're almost done with harvest. And they let me drive the grain cart. Oh well, let's see what kind of trouble we can get in this time. No, I thought I'd show you guys how, the tractor's perspective of unloading on the fly. It's still morning. Nobody else has showed up, just Jared and me and everybody else. Nobody's here yet. Boss man's out running chicken in other fields, and John's still fueling his semi up, so he's not here yet. So we're out here, and I thought, well, I'll just jump in the grain cart and I'd do a quickie run down here and unload on the fly, so you can see how it's all done. He's up ahead of me right now. He said he's going to go down and about halfway back, and he'll be full enough, and I'll catch him. That's why I'm going about halfway down the run here, and I'll turn around and U-turn and go back the other way. You can see right over here the cut line. So I'll just make a U-turn. By the time I meet him, I'll make a U-turn and come up and follow right along with him, and we'll unload. And I'll point the camera out the side, and you can see how, from this perspective, instead of over on a hill, me shooting a video of them doing it, you can see what it's like from the cab. Might be interesting. I don't know. I'm reaching. I'm searching. While I'm waiting for him to go down to the end of the field and turn around, I thought I'd give you just a real quickie. For people that have never driven a tractor before, every tractor is a little bit different, but I think most of them are generally the same, at least modern ones. The really modern ones are just hydrostatic. It's just a hydraulic drive. You just push it forward to go forward, and you pull it back to go back, and that's pretty much simple as it. This one here is I don't know the technicals on all this, but basically this is how you drive this one. I don't know the names of all these things. I'm not proficient in tractor. You got a clutch, just like in a semi. You got a clutch, and you got a brakes. You got a brake for either side. See this little lever here? You flip that lever over and it locks the brakes together, okay? The brakes on this set of duals and the brakes on this set of duals, they all work together when they're pushed together, okay? You flip that over, and what you can do is when you go into your turn, when you go into the field and you get the turn, there's so much traction back here, and the steer tires want to push, and they kind of drift. They don't, they understeer. I'm sorry, they understeer. So what you can do is when you get into a full turn, see the wheels? You can hit the left brake and it'll just lock up this side duals, and it'll help pivot the tractor. If you're going the other way, it's the same difference. If you're going the other way, you hit the right brake, and this right dual over here will brake, and it'll help pivot it that way. And if you're going down the road, you flip both of them together and they become all one big braking system. So for in the field, you flip that over, this flip right here. See that right there? And they lock together or they unlock. All right, that's the braking system. Here's the red handle here, that's the throttle. See the throttle going up and down? Okay, you throttle it back, I don't know, 800 RPM or whatever. And this is, all the way forward is in park, like a park brake in a car. You pull it all the way back. You see the gear shift pattern here. You pull it all the way back, and you push the clutch in, push it over into first gear. When you let the clutch out, it'll start rolling, okay? All right, you can put it in second, third, fourth, and let the clutch out, and you can start rolling, okay? Or, if you put it in first gear, let's get straight here. All right, you put it in first gear, you don't have to touch the clutch at all, you just power it into the next gears, okay? I'm in 11th gear already, and there's the throttle. Okay, you throttle up, you throttle down, and that's how you adjust minute adjustments on your speed. When you want to slow down, you just pull your thing back down into first, second, or 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and into neutral. Pop it over here. Now you come to a stop. That's as simple as it is. In a power, if you're driving along and you just have to stop immediately, push the clutch in, and hit the brakes. This is still in gear, but you can pull it back at your leisure after that. That's how you come to an emergency stop. Push clutch in and hit the brakes, and you'll come to stop real quick. Reverse, you got first and second reverse and third and fourth reverse. Low gears and high gears. Okay, basically the same thing. You put it in reverse, or put the clutch in, put it over into first, get it to engage, and there you go, you're in reverse. You can go into second, or you can go up here into third or into fourth, okay? That's pretty much it as far as driving. Then you steering wheel, just, you know, everything's the same as a car steering wheel wise. There's a turn signal here and all that. There's these levers over here, and they run different manifold for different implements. Right now, on this one, this first lever, that flips the boom over so you can unload. This one here opens the trap at the bottom. It's a little like a guillotine type trap at the bottom that lets the grain fall down into the auger. And the third one doesn't do anything on this particular setup with this grain cart. So anyway, here he is. He's coming around. He's got his boom out. That's letting me know that he's ready to unload. So I'll set you right there. Now let's get after it. First gear, second, third, fourth, sixth, seventh, eighth gear. Give it a little throttle. He likes to unload at 3 miles an hour, which is walking speed basically. I got plenty of time because there's no grain in the top of his hopper right yet. You can't see any grain, so I got plenty of time. We're basically doing this for you guys to show you how it's done. He's only got maybe half a hopper. But when he gets up there, I'm going to make a judgment of when to turn into him, and basically form up with him. Do a formation, okay? So right now I'm doing 3.4 mile an hour. I don't know why he stopped. All right. I'm doing about 5 miles an hour until I get up caught up with him. I want to get this rear wheel lined up with him. There we go. That's 3 miles an hour right there. Now he's going to do just like Kirk did. He's going to speed up and slow down as he needs to get that auger lined up. I could probably be a little bit closer.
Oh, way too fast.
Oh, that's right. This is much thicker wheat right here. This is about, I think, around 90 or 100 bushel an acre wheat, so you got to go a lot slower. So I'm only doing 2 mile an hour now. As you can see, my dual tires, my rear dual tires on the tractor are about 2.5 feet away from the cut line. And he's doing his pacing and lining up. Now the other combine in this kind of wheat could probably do 3.5, 4 mile an hour. Now where we were yesterday when I did this, we were in much thinner. It was actually that field that was hail damaged. And we were only getting 15, 20 bushel an acre off of that. And he could cut at 3.5 mile an hour.
All right, take it up about a half mile an hour.
He's talking on the CB, giving me instructions of what to do. And the reason we do the grain cart is if the combines had to stop what they're doing every time they got their hopper full and drive all the way to the corner of the field where the semis are, it'd waste a lot of time. So what they do is they have a grain cart out here that unloads them on the fly. So the combines can do what they do best. They cut. Okay, we are empty. He is empty, I mean. We're going to peel off here. That's all there is to it. As we say, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? So there we go. That's it. That's how you unload a combine with a grain cart. Oh, by the way, you let the combines do what they do best. They cut. Let them keep cutting. Be efficient. They cut. I can drive back and forth on this, or I've loaded the other combine when it's out here, and keep them unloaded so they can continuously cut. They never stop cutting, so they get the field cut quicker. It's all about getting the field, or you've got this wheat, all this money is out here in the field, and you got to get it in as quick. As soon as it turns ripe and it's ready to cut, you got to get it in off the field, because a storm might come in. You've got all this money, and this seeds are just almost ready to fall out of the head. It doesn't take much of a storm to knock those seeds out onto the ground, and you've lost them. So when your field is ready to cut, you need to cut all of it as quick as you can. So you got a couple combines, you got a grain cart, and everything, as much machinery as you can get out here that you can afford. Some farmers have 5 combines and 2 or 3 of these grain carts and 10 semis. And let's see here. Oh, it's Boss Man. I gotta go. We'll holler at you later. Hello, Kimasabi.